My name's Lee Humber. It's the 8th of September 2017. I currently weigh £415 and 8 ounces. On the 17th of October 2016, I weighed £350. This is my heaviest by about £5. Over the course of the last probably 4 to 5 years, my weight's been up and down dramatically. I have a bad relationship with food, and as such, this is why I struggle with my weight. It's not just the food that's the problem. The biggest problem is my activity levels. When I'm on point and I'm losing weight, I'm extremely active. I'll go to the gym anything from 3 to 7 times a week. We'll be happy to walk places rather than get cabs or buses. But when I am how I have been over the last 11 months-ish, I struggle and I slowly get to a point where I'm not moving at all. I recently got a pedometer, and that pretty much showed exactly what the problem is, which is lack of movement. Some days I wouldn't even hit 1,000 steps, which isn't nowhere near good enough. That could also be including school runs, which I mainly do. So if you're not hitting 1,000 steps and having to do school runs, that's not really great. So we're at the back end of the summer holidays here in England, and that meant I moved around even less. My kids, although they need adult supervision, they can do the majority of things for themselves. And having that bit more independence means I've been able to take a sit back and watch rather than do. All of this isn't excuses, they're poor choices on my part. So, going back to October last year, I was really doing well. It's not the best I've done, but it is only a couple of pounds off being the best I've done in terms of the weight loss in the yo-yo. In the last 325 days though, I've gained 65.8 pounds back, which works out as 29.8 kilos and 4.7 stone. Again, I've only got myself to blame. I don't want to beat myself up too much over it. It's something that doesn't help me. In fact, it contributes to the position I'm in today. However, I do want to talk about my relationship with food and try to give you guys an insight of why I get into these positions. When I'm being healthy, I do a lot of food prep, and every single piece of my food is fresh and done by hand. Nothing's processed, nothing's done on the quick. It's all there, ready to go, and yeah, everything's 100% above board, how it should be. When I start slipping back, however, everything's about convenience, because I don't want to be on my feet. As you get heavier, you get a lot more pains and a lot more problems. And so I'll go to the kitchen and I'll quickly grab a sandwich or just sling some processed rubbish in the oven. It's having a knock-on effect as well with the family. My partner's put on weight due to my weight gain. Because obviously when you're in a relationship, it's easier to live similar lifestyles. My kids' meals haven't been as great as they can be, although they still have a very good balance of diet. It could be better. I'm hoping going forward that I can get back on track, start losing the weight once again, but this time keep on it. However, I know I'm getting to a point of life where if it doesn't work out, I could be looking at Last Chance Saloon. I do have options, and although I'm not wanting to do the options, they have to be options because anything's better than death. I have been giving some thought to the gastric bypass, and the reason for gastric bypass instead of the gastric band, there's no going back, there's no cheating it. Not to my knowledge anyway. However, it is the more riskier to life. I've got 2 young kids that I do want to be about for, and I want to see them become adults, parents, you know the drill. Who doesn't want to see that, right? Knowing that, it would be nice to spend time with my partner who's, we've been parents now for coming up 9 years. And although we've been together for quite a while now, it feels like a lifetime ago. So it'd be nice to get back us as a couple instead of parents. And the only way that's going to work is if I start looking after myself now and move forward. I'm mainly doing this video for 2 reasons. One reason, well, they're both looking back on, but obviously if I triumph, I can look back and go, I've come a long way. If I fail, hopefully it'll give me another kick out the arse to try and get back on the ball again. But I do want it out there for everybody to see, regardless of how damaging it can be to myself. To be honest, just making it's damaging enough. I hate looking at myself, whether it's in videos, in mirrors. It's almost traumatising because I don't recognise the person in front of me. Anyway, I feel I'm starting to waffle now, so I'm going to shoot off. Day 1 of the diet starts today. Tomorrow I'll be back down the gym, onwards and upwards, and I'll do another video in the next couple of days, let everyone know how I'm getting on, maybe talk a bit about what sort of changes I'm making in terms of my food and what I'm doing down the gym. Okay? Right, have a good one everyone. I'll catch you soon.